All right, welcome everyone to the live show. Welcome. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Okay, we do this every day to keep you profitable. All right, so we give you live calls every day on the live channel here to make sure that we are looking for scalping opportunities to make money every day in the crypto market. It doesn't matter the capital size, all right? Whether you have $10, you have $100, you have $100,000. Okay, we are all here to look at opportunities in the market. So if you are new to our channel, all right, all you just need to do is to go and subscribe to the channel, all right? Subscribe to the channel and then hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever we go live like this and when we publish crypto-related content and all of that. Then we do trading with Bybit, okay? We do this live trading and challenge with Bybit. So if you don't have a Bybit account, go to the description of the video. The first link there will be to sign up for a Bybit account. If you are not on the Telegram, use the next link there to join us on Telegram, all right? So what I'm currently looking at this morning is the AKRO trade, all right? If you have entered this trade already, kudos to you, but I'm looking at two entering points at this on this token right now. Okay, we've been consolidating between this area, okay, between our premium and then this is our equilibrium level and all of that. So I still want to enter a trade to the upside when we test this level, okay, and I want to take a trade to the downside when we test this level. So my short trade setup will be here. All right, so you can actually set a limit order for this. All right, my short trade setup will be from here. All right, and I'll see how I can write that down to this level here. So you can actually go set a limit order for this. Let's put our stop loss slightly below that way. All right, so you can go set a limit order for this, okay? In case it comes bounce at this area, you want to take a trade to the upside, and then if we come to this area and reject from here, you want to take a trade, okay, to the downside. All right, so this is my premium level to sell, and then here is the 50% level, which is the actually the equilibrium level and all of that. Then we have better chances of buying and this trade down here, all right, and all of that. But currently, with the current price action right here, this is what I am currently looking at for this trade. Okay, this is currently what I'm looking at for this trade. So let's see how that plays out. All right, let's see how that plays out. Welcome everyone to the live show. Make sure that you're smashing that like button, guys. Make sure you're smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you're doing that. All right, okay, Rafael. Yeah, we do. Okay, we make mistakes, we learn every day and all of that. Okay, giving up is not an option, guys. Giving up is not an option. Once you know how to manage your emotions, you are ready to risk whatever money that you can afford to lose in this business, right? You'll see that you start making progress immediately. Not that when you lose $5, you start crying and then you say crypto is a scam and all of that. You want to give up. It doesn't make sense that way, guys. All right, it doesn't make sense that way. Okay, so right, yeah, let's go. Yeah, good morning, Kojo. Good morning, welcome. So let's look at BNB. BNB is your favorite. Kojo, BNB is your favorite. I can see that you're falling in love with BNB. And that is it, okay? That is it, all right, guys? Despite the fact that we look at almost all the coins in the market, all right? Choose a particular coin that you will understand the pattern, how it moves, okay? Choose a particular coin that you will understand how it moves, how it works, okay? Once you are comfortable with a particular coin that you can trade and go to sleep without being worried, it will help you a lot. All right. Not because you look at every coin, you want to trade every coin, you do analysis for like 10, 20 coins in a day and get yourself confused and all of that. Choose a particular token. It could be Ethereum, it could be BTC, it could be BNB, it could be SRP. Just choose a particular token. All right. That one will be your go-to always. That you know that, okay, if I open a trade, even if it is going to take me the next 2 weeks, I know that this trade will come back to my my take profit levels and all of that, and it will liquidate me. Choose a particular coin that you'll be very used to and all of that. Okay, yeah. So BNB, this is what we're looking at. What exactly were we looking at yesterday? I think I have some setup on BNB. Yeah. Somebody requested for BNB yesterday. I don't know whether it's Franklin or so. So I told us that the entering will be at this point right here. Okay, 220, 229, 230, and all of that. And exactly we'll week down to around 227. Okay, and we are back up. All right, so if you have entered at 229 or 228, you should be in profit right now. That is if your take your stop loss is slightly below 225,000. Okay, $225. All right. Okay. So right now, if you still want to enter this trade, guys, I'm still seeing an opportunity to enter a long trade for BNB right there. Okay. 230 will still be an opportunity to enter a long trade for BNB. Okay. 230 will still be a good chance to enter a long trade for BNB. I don't know what BTC is going to do next. Okay. Currently, BTC, let's look at what BTC is currently doing and be able to, see if, every other token will break the support level. Remember yesterday I told us that all the tokens are all on the support level, right? So if you entered a BTC trade, I think Franklin set up a trade to enter at 280 something, right? And then we actually went back to around 28,300 or thereabout, 28,300. So this trade is still valid, but if you set your stop loss just here, then this would have hit your stop loss. So we're looking for another opportunity to re-enter the trade, okay? So BTC actually went to as low as 228,300, right? And right now we are pushing back up. Let's see if we can push back up and break this level up there, all right? So this all depends on what BTC does, all right? Whatever BTC does will determine how these other tokens, will actually move in the market. So for BNB, the entry here is still valid. All right, you can still enter at 230 and then be targeting anything around 245 up to 250. All right, so that is exactly what I'm looking at. Remember, we are at this support level right now. So be looking to buy right now, buy with a low leverage. If you must wait for this to recover back to this area, use a very low leverage so that you'll be able to stay in the market for long. All right, so that you'll be able to stay in the market for long. Then if BNB breaks this level, okay, if it breaks this support level we are looking at currently, if I go to the daily time frame, if it breaks that support level, all right, then you can be looking at BNB going, maybe as low as 180 and all of that. But here is a good buying opportunity for BNB. So you can set a limit order to buy at that 230. Okay. I think I should just do that now because I will not be available throughout today after this live stream. I have other engagement that I need to engage with. All right. So for BNB, let me see if I can set a limit order for that. I want to enter at 230. Okay. I want to enter a buy at 230. Let's see where that will take us to. Okay. For BNB, I want to enter a buy at 230. You can equally set, I don't know if it will wick back down to that area again, but this area where it wicked, I think it actually wicked to 228, yeah, 228 level and all of that. So I don't know if we'll get back down to that level again, but yeah, it all depends. Okay, if BTC decide to dump now, we can go back down there to that level, right? So let me just set a limit order for BNB and let's see how that goes. Okay. If that will actually pick up, let's see. Okay, let that load off. So let me go on cross mode. I'm using 5x leverage for this, guys. I'm using 5x leverage for this because I want to stay in this market for as long as it can actually carry me. And I use isolated mode, confirm that. I can equally use cross margin. Okay, let me just stay on cross margin and then 5x. All right, so yeah, yeah, guys. So take profit. I take profit. We are targeting 245, but let me see if I can take it up to as high as 280. Okay, for take profit. And then stop loss, we can just do like a 20% move to the downside will be our stop loss level. Okay. All right. So stop loss can be anything you want, guys. Stop loss can be anything that you want, guys. All right. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at. So let's see how that plays out. So we just open that long setup and leave it there, guys. All right. In case it triggers. Yeah. In case it comes back and trigger, let's see how that plays out. All right. So that is it for BNB. I've set up a limit order for that. Let's see how that plays out, guys. All right. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Check, please. Please. My favorite trade that I was scalping yesterday, and SEI came and then took away my money. All right. So for Blaze, let's look at Blaze. Blaze was actually giving me some money scalping it yesterday. Yes. So Blaze went up yesterday. Okay, we went up to as high as 0.109, and we are back to this area. So currently, what are we looking at, guys? So we didn't get up to that level, so that is no longer valid. So for Blaze, I'll be looking to buy Blaze right here. Okay, if we get to 0.079, I'll be looking. But one thing you should pay attention to, okay, aside this area, we equally have the 200-day moving average. All right. So if Blaze actually drops, the BLZ trade actually drops to this 200-day moving average, then it can be a good buying opportunity for you. All right. So that can be a good buying opportunity for you. But a long setup will be if we come back to this area of 0.079, okay, 0.079 or thereabout, or leaving a bounce from the 50% level. This is the Fibonacci retracement too. And I see a bounce on the 50% level. If I bring in the default setup of this, let's see, what that would give us. Okay, so currently we are just below the 0.382 level. All right, so the next level we should be targeting will be the 50% level, guys. All right, then we may have a bounce from this 50% level. The last time this rejected was at the 618 level. Remember what I told us about the Fibonacci retracement too? Okay, the 618 level, the 786 level is our golden level. All right, so if you are looking for a long setup that will give you some profit and all of that, the 618 level is still valid, all right, for a long setup. And then the 786 level, look at the 786 level is at the 200-day moving average. Okay, so if you get a long setup from here, all right, it will equally pay you a lot. Then you can target, that previous high there and all of that. So two levels where you should be looking to long this trade is the 618 level, all right, and then the 786 level. Right? So that is exactly what I'm looking at. Is it that we reject from here, take it up, or we reject from here, take it up? But for me, I'll start building a position when we get to this 618 level. In case we reject it, I would, enter maybe with like 30% of whatever amount of money I want to risk here. And then if we drop down to this level, I'll add to my position. It's as simple as that. All right. So if you want to trade for gray, if you want to trade this token, this is what I'll be looking at. Okay. I'm not going to be around today. That's why I'm not looking for any scalping opportunity right now. But if I see any trade that I will scalp right now, I will do that. Okay. So whatever trade I'm giving you right now, whatever course I'm giving you right now will be a long setup with stop losses and all of that. Okay. I'm not going to look at the market because after this live section, I have other things that I need to run around to do. All right. So that is what I'm looking at. All right. Okay. Yeah. Freeborn, you're welcome. Woo. All right. Marvelous. You want to look at Woo USDT. So let's look at that quickly. Woo USDT. All of these tokens right now at that support level, guys. So any token you want to raise your money for right now, okay, buy them at that support. So Woo actually came, hit our target, the target we were looking at yesterday. So if your stop loss was this close, then it would have hit your stop loss already. So, but right now, be looking for a new entry, guys. Okay, be looking for a new entry. Remember, we wanted this to come back, reject at that trend line, but unfortunately, we have to weak down to that level of 16 cents, and right now we are back to this level. So be looking to enter a trade. A new trade entry will be at that 17 cents. Then we're looking at taking that trade to the upside. Okay, so this setup is still valid. All right, this time around, maybe you can bring your stop loss slightly down. It all depends on what your risk tolerance is. Okay. In this case, if you want to bring this, this down here, then it is advisable you use a very low leverage, guys. Use a very low leverage, and if this move up to this level, that is over 13% move in the market. All right, so you are risking like 5.7% to make 13% if this actually plays out. All right, what if it gets up to this level? All right, what if we target up to this level and all of that? That should be like 70% move. And then if you take it to the 200-day moving average at 21 cents or thereabout, that will be over 20% move and all of that. So 20% move, if it is on a spot market, it is a good, a good profit. So if you have $1,000, you have over 200%, $200 in profit and all of that. If you have whatever capital you are trading on spot, then not one when you now use leverage like 2x leverage, okay, so it means that you are doubling your profit. If you use like 3x leverage, which will make you or allow you to stay longer in the market, okay, you're making like 3 times that amount of money. So you see why part of low leverage, okay, managing your leverage is part of risk management. So guys, always pay attention to that. Yeah. So for Woo, this is what I'll be looking at, right? Marvelous. I'll enter a trade right here and then hold that trade for as long as I can until this plays out. Okay, my long setup will be somewhere up there. All right. So, but this all depends on how BTC reacts. Okay, if BTC decide to dump to 27,000, then this token, all of these tokens we are looking at will definitely break the support level and start going down. All right, and maybe going to the next support and all of that. So for Woo, if we break down this level, which is the next support we are looking at, so if we break down that next level, so the next support we're looking at will be somewhere down here, okay? Somewhere down here, that is the next support at 11 cents and all of that, okay? So if we break and come down to this level, more better opportunity to buy and then target a higher, or a higher move in the market and all of that, guys. All right. So when the market dumps, as a trader, you don't need to complain. All right. You should be looking for opportunity to buy at a discount, at a discounted price. All right. Buying at a discounted price will give you an opportunity to sell higher and you make more money for yourself, guys. All right. So enough of the preaching. Let's go to Shiba Inu. I think is it 1,000 sheep or sheep 1,000? All right. Always confusing. Yeah, sheep 1,000 USDT. Let's look at that. Okay, so Shiba Inu actually had a dump, all right, after waiting for it for days, and then eventually I closed my trade. So yeah, it actually came down. We are currently below the 200-day moving average, guys. So we are currently below this 200-day moving average, and then Shiba Inu had to reject from this level here. So let's see that our support is slightly below that 200-day moving average down there, right? So we use this area as our support, which is where we came tested and then bounce up that level again. What I would have seen happen with Shiba Inu would have been to come to this trend line, okay, and reject from this area up there. But that didn't happen, all right? The fact that it didn't happen, it doesn't mean that it will not happen because BTC is still at that 28,000 level, all right? BTC is still under that 28,000 level and all of that. So if we continue this downtrend movement, okay, what I want to see play out on Shiba Inu is, Shiba Inu gradually coming to this trend line and then rejecting, coming back to this area before bouncing up, all right? So currently, I don't have any setup for you right now, but if this plays out, okay, if this plays out, guys, you should be looking at taking a long trade. Let's see if we reject from this area, all right? You take a quick scalp, and then target that trend line, all right? But if you break above this trend line, guys, then your setup should be from the trend line, above the trend line, up to that level up there, right? But if this downtrend continues, then you should be looking at taking a trade from the trend line here, okay? Taking a trade. If we have a band, if this actually comes down here and then we reject from this trend line up, then that should be a good entry for you to the upside. So pay attention. 3 levels you should be paying attention of entering a trade is if we come back to this area of 0.089 and reject here, you want to take a trade rejected with this wick here. All right. You want to take a trade here to the upside. And then if we reject that area, you want to take a trade from up here to the upside, or you wait for this other major trend line here to take a trade to the upside. All right. That is exactly what I personally will be looking at for the Shiba Inu trade, guys. All right. So Bello, that is exactly what I'll be looking at for Shiba Inu. It is all about, start building positions now, right? Okay. Guys, start building positions right now. It could be on the spot market. It could be on the futures market. If it is futures, guys, I would recommend that you use a very low leverage. Don't use high leverage, guys. If you want to hold a position for long, okay, don't use very high leverage, guys. If you want to hold a position for long, don't use high leverage. If not, you'll be taken out of the market as many times as possible. So use a very low leverage and let's see how this plays out. All right. Okay, guys. And the next token there will be Ethereum. Okay. Freeborn want us to look at ETH USDT. Let's look at that and see what we have on Ethereum. Ethereum for yesterday, the trade actually triggered, but if you set your stop loss very close, okay, if you set your stop loss, I'm still in Ethereum trade right now. I'm still in this Ethereum trade, but if you set your stop loss very close, then this week would have taken you out, okay? this week that went down to 1,774 would have taken you out. But I'm in this trade, guys. I'm still in this trade, though running in losses right now, but I still believe that Ethereum will react and come back, okay? Because that rejection here is on the 200-day moving average. So we are using the 200-day moving average as a base. So I will still hold on to that trade and see if we actually scale through this area. But if BTC breaks below 28,000, then Ethereum can go to as low as 1,600 and all of that. All right. So for me, start building a position right now. If you are not in this trade already, you can enter a trade right now. Okay. And start building a position right now. Okay. With a very low leverage. All right. We are just hoping that this weekend Bitcoin will just explode and go to the upside and all of that. All right. But trading is under probabilities. Okay. Everything we are doing here is under probabilities. That's why we always advise that you use stop loss. Okay. It can happen. It can go the opposite direction. Right. It can just go by and then we are out of the market, guys. All right. All right, Prince Vincent, welcome. What are you trading this morning, Prince Vincent? Okay. Tomo is another trade that I want to actually pay attention to and try to understand because there's a lot of volatility in Tomo. All right. There's a lot of volatility in Tomo. And if you do grab how this trade or how this token actually move, you make a lot of profit in the market. All right. If you understand how this Tomo of a thing moves, you will make a lot of profit in the market. Okay. Look at those up and down, guys. Look at those up and down. Look at even this massive candle just pumping right now. Okay. If you understand how this Tomo of a thing moves, guys, you will be able to make a lot of money trading this token right now. Okay. So we've been in that uptrend for a while now, and then Tomo will just go up there, reject, go up there, reject, go up there, reject. Okay, so for Tomo right now, if I bring this trend line down there, let's assume that is our new setup. Okay, we rejected with this week here, we came back, touched this level, and then we are going back up again. So I don't know how far Tomo will go, but pay attention to it. I'm not going to give you any setup right now because if I say long right now, Tomo may decide to do something like this. Okay. If I say let's long this trade right now, maybe target around this area, Tomo will decide to just come back this way before you go back up there and all of that. Okay. But right now, just monitor the trade. Okay. Prince Vincent, monitor Tomo and see, the best areas. If you want to scalp, go ahead and scalp. If you want to, actually take a trade to the upside, go ahead and do that. If it is to the downside, go ahead and do that. But my entry for Tomo is still at this level, right? Okay, my entry for a short trade for Tomo is still at that $1.60, $1.61, and all of that. Those are the areas I'm looking at to short Tomo. Maybe we can short it down below this trend line, or if we break below this trend line and start, have a retest on that trend line, then you should be looking at taking Tomo to the downside and all of that. All right. So that is currently what I should be looking at for Tomo right now. All right. So yep. Let's see what's going on with other tokens, guys. Smash that like button, okay? If you enjoy what we are doing here, smash that like button, guys. For the YouTube algorithm, make sure that you're smashing that like button, okay? We can trade Tomo. Yes, trade Tomo right now. Is it to the upside or to the downside? Because right now, guys, are you trading Tomo to the upside? You want to long, right? If you want to long, fine, you can do that, right? And target this level of 1.53 or even up to as high as 1.57, okay? If you are going to long Tomo right now, all right? I see Tomo going up to around that 1.5 or thereabout. So if you want to long Tomo, why not? Go ahead and enter the trade for long, okay? But a good entry point would have been just somewhere around that area and all of that. But if you want to long Tomo right now, go ahead. Go ahead and do that right now, okay? I don't have any setup for you for Tomo because I'm not going to sit down here today and monitor my trades. So I can't really say what you should be doing with this trade right now. Okay, but let me see if I can set a limit order to either buy or sell Tomo. Tomo. If you look at this week here, this week here, Tomo can decide to do something like that again, go to that 170 before it dumps and all of that. Guys, okay, if you want to trade Tomo, join Vincent and trade Tomo. I don't have any setup right now. Let me not go and take that risk, okay? Let's not go and take that risk. Yeah, Franklin, welcome. And H-bar, okay, let's look at H-bar USDT. All right, while I'm loading this, a quick shout out to all of you, okay, who have actually joined, all right, my YouTube community, those who are supporting using the join button here to support my YouTube community. I have a few persons, all right, who have actually joined that has been consistent in supporting, okay. Thank you so much for being there. You are the reason why we do this live streaming every day. And going forward, okay, I'm actually planning a special package for you, all right, but this will be towards the evening. I'll be having special live trading section with you guys. If you are available for that, let me know. And if you need my contact, just let me know. I'll make those available for you so that I'll let you know when we go live and all of that. But all right, that should happen maybe starting from next week and all of that. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting me, and I do appreciate you guys. Okay, so for H-bar, what exactly were we looking at a few days ago? Yeah, H-bar from here, we rejected. Those were the areas we're looking at, right? So we rejected right there, and I still have this trend line there that we need to look at, okay? This trend line that we've been rejecting from. So for H-bar, the trend line and the 200-day moving average, very close. Okay, trend line and the 200-day moving average, very close. So I want to see H-bar do something like this, okay? Maybe it comes down to that level, reject there, and then we take it back up again. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm looking at for H-bar, but let me see how far this can take us. All right, so with the FIB to that level. Okay, currently we are below for H-bar. If you are looking at H-bar, we are below the 618 level, right? Yes, we are below that 618 level, right? So, and then we just rejected at that 718 level. Okay, this massive wick you see here is at the 718 level, but right now I will just ignore the Fibonacci retracement tool and say if we come back down to this level, guys, all right, we come back down to this level, that could be a good entry to, enter a long trade. But equally pay attention to this level, guys. Pay attention to this level. It was a previous resistance, or you can just take it. This is our resistance previously, right? Now, let's see if that becomes a support. If it becomes a support, then we should be looking at H bar coming down here, right? So if we do something like this, come and reject here at this area, then we should be looking at H bar either to the 200-day moving average or to the trend line. Okay, those are the areas we'll be looking at a buy trade to the upside. All right, these are the areas we'll be looking for a buy trade to the upside, either here to the upside or the 200-day moving average, because currently with my Fibonacci retracement tool, we are currently below that level, those golden levels and all of that. So look at this to play out. You can go to a lower time frame and see when that will play out, okay? So what I want to see play out on H-bar is that we use this resistance here as this support, okay, this previous support here, all right, this support here as a resistance right now. All right, and how would that happen? That H-bar will just, be consolidating within this area and then push to the downside. If that happens, then we can be looking to take a long trade at the 200-day moving average or at the trend line. Okay, so that is personally what I'll be looking at for H-bar. If that plays out, I'm going to take a trade to the upside for the H-bar trade. All right, so yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Smash that like button. Okay, can I get 100 like today? Is it possible to get 100 like? All right, is it possible to get 100 like? Yeah, good morning, Franklin. Welcome to the live show. Okay, BTC hit my stop loss, but I re-entered and I'm in profit. Okay, that is what you can do right now. Okay, I don't know the leverage, the size of the leverage you entered with, but let's see how it plays out. Okay, yeah, because BTC actually went down to as low as 28,300 and all of that. Though I did not enter the BTC trade, but I did enter because I had a lot of altcoins like GMX. I had a cover. I have a lot of coins that I traded. I hit my stop loss. So I just decided to stick with Ethereum. And then another token that I entered that is still in profit right now is the OP trade. Okay. So that is another one I picked, I think around 140 cents or thereabout, $1.40. That is when I picked OP and all of that. Okay. Yeah, we already looked at Tomo. We already looked at Tomo for Freeborn. I don't know if you're just joining Tomo. We already looked at that. So if you are trading Tomo, go ahead. I think I see more opportunities to the upside than to the downside for Tomo. All right, I see more opportunities to the upside than to the downside for Tomo. But if you want to take a quick scalp, then wait for Tomo to get back to, get up to around $1.50, and then maybe you do like a quick scalp, take like a 5%. But A good entry, okay, for Tomo will be if Tomo actually push up to this level. If you want to short Tomo, if you push up to this level, then that would be a good area to short to the downside, guys. All right, that would be a good area to short to the downside. But right now, I see more opportunity to the upside than to the downside for Tomo. All right, Bitcoin Cash, Joanne, we already look at Bitcoin Cash. Okay, we are still at that level. Okay, sorry, it's BNB we looked at, right? So let's look at BCH USDT. BCH USDT equally hit my stop loss yesterday. All right, so I traded that token and it hit my stop loss at a $212, right? $212. That is when it hit my stop loss, and then it went as low as 199. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash went to as low as 199, and right now it's beginning to pull back. All right, so it's beginning to pull back, and basically, if you are going to trade Bitcoin Cash right now, okay, I can't really say right now because Bitcoin Cash, you can take a quick long setup right now, okay, and target this 222 level. All right, you can take a quick long setup right now and target that 222 level because Bitcoin Cash may end up using this support, this previous support level as a resistance. All right, that 222 level maybe will bounce back down to 170, 180, 60 or thereabout. I don't know yet, okay, but if you want to take a long trade, take a long trade and maybe target this area up there, all right? And then maybe from there, if we reject that area, then you should be looking at taking a trade to the downside. Or you wait for this to come bounce at this 200-day moving average, all right? That would be at 175, okay, would be a good setup for a long trade to the upside, all right? But right now, I see BNB, a big Bitcoin Cash going to that level of 222 and then maybe rejecting from that area down. Okay, so Joanne, that is what I personally will be looking at for the Bitcoin Cash trade. Okay, so for Dodo, let's look at Dodo. Has Dodo recovered? Dodo, has it recovered from, being on the top losers? Okay, Dodo, yeah, exactly. 786 level, guys. 786 level. So for Dodo, be looking for a long trade right now. Okay, Dodo, look for a long trade right now. Let me look at that trade and see what's happening there. What's the turnover on Bybit? The Bybit turnover for the past 24 hours is around $7.3 million. Yeah, Dodo is a long, okay, is a buy for me, guys. So we failed to break that level. We failed to break that level, so it's a buy for me. Then if we break this level, you should be looking at this support level down there. All right. So for Dodo, guys, go ahead. Let me see if I can equally set a limit order for that trade for Dodo. Okay, this one entered my eye, so let me see if I can enter. I don't want to be trading random token nowadays. Okay, I had about how many tokens that hit my stop loss yesterday. So sad, so sad, so sad, so sad, guys. So sad, so sad. So for Dodo, let me see if I can set. Currently, the price is at 10 cents, but I'm going to set this week. I'm going to use that week as my entering point. Okay, so let me set a limit order for Dodo to enter a trade down there, guys. Now, if we break below this level, guys, then the next level you should be targeting is this support level down there, okay? The support level down there should be your next target level. So I'll enter a trade now, and then if we break here, I'll add to my position when we get to this level, all right? So I'm going to enter a limit order trade for Dodo using the a 5x leverage. So let me do Dodo. Okay, so Dodo is not available for me for copy trading. I will do that, let's say, after this live stream. All right, so I'll look for entering points for Dodo after this live stream. Yeah, OP trade is going well, guys. OP is going well, guys. Let's see if OP will make us recover from all our losses, guys. All right, so that is for Dodo. Yeah, Dodo, Friday, that is what I'll be looking at, okay? Look for a buy trade now. Enter at that 10 point, that is 0.104, okay, 0.1049. Enter there, and then you can gradually build a position for this, okay? Just like I said, if I'm going to risk $100 in this trade, I'll enter with like $30 now and then hold the remaining money. If we drop down to this level, I'll add more to my position. Or if we break above this 618 level, I'll add more to my position and all of that. That's exactly what I'll be doing for Dodo. Okay, if you are going to trade Dodo, YGG, you want us to equally look at YGG, okay? YGG should be, let's see where YGG is currently trading at. Yeah, 200-day moving average, guys. Okay, so this setup there is no longer valid because it's almost hitting stop loss. For those of you who entered at that 30-cent level, all right? It's almost hitting stop loss. Remember, we have a support down here, and then the 200-day moving average is equally our area of interest. So you can look for a new entry down there at 22 cents. All right, a new entry down there at 22 cents. This is one thing with some of this token. This token was pumping and then liquidating everybody, pumping and liquidating everybody. Now it started dumping and it's dumping like, nobody knows anything about it. All right, so be careful when you are trading this token. So yeah, look for long entries somewhere there. I think that token there's still a lot of money turnovers for that particular trade. We have over $47 million in that. So it means that there's a potential of this going back up again. Okay. There's a potential of this pumping again and all of that. So yeah, be looking at that. Okay. Look at that too. All right. Tone USDT. Let's look at Tone USDT for Joan. Tone USDT. Is it Tone? Tone is only on the spot market on KuCoin. You can trade it on CoinEx, and then you can trade it equally on Bybit. So it's only on the perpetual contract is only on OKX. So if you trade on OKX, yeah, you can go and look at a long setup for this particular trade. Tone. I don't see any buying here. Okay, for those of you who want to trade this on spot, wait for it to drop. Okay, maybe you buy at this 1.32 or even at that $1.18 level, right? But if you are going to trade this on the, except we break above this resistance right here, all right? If we break above this resistance right here, then you can be looking for a long trade to the upside. But if not, wait to buy lower here, maybe sell higher there. All right. And if you are going to be trading on OKX, if you trade on OKX, then you can go ahead and be looking for either a short, or a long down here straight to the upside. Okay. Yeah. So if you trade on OKX, you can go ahead. That is on OKX, then you can trade this on perpetual contract. But if not, I equally have a link in the video description for OKX. So if you go down there, I have top 10 best exchanges to use in trading crypto. So I have a list of that there. You can sign up for any of those exchanges. If you want to actually sign up with our link, do that. All right. Yeah. I think that was the first token I looked at. All right. Freeborn, the AKRO trade was the first one I looked at. I was looking at it this morning, actually. Okay. Yeah. And these are the setup that I have for this trade right now. So for those of you who want to do a quick scalp to the downside, I still see this token dropping down to this level. Okay, if you want to short, I still see it dropping down to that level. But personally, the entries that I have here is allow this token to come down to this level, take a long trade, or allow it come up to this level and take a short trade. Okay, so that is exactly what I'll be looking at for this particular trade right now. Okay, that is what I personally will be looking at for this trade right there. Okay, let it go up, you take a trade, let it come down, you take a trade. BNC, nobody's looking at BNC. Let's quickly look at BNT and see what's possible with BNT, guys. BNT, we have a lot of coins, that are trying to wake up right here. So majority of these tokens, okay, whatever your favorite is, okay, this token was a newly listed token yesterday. It has dumped. Okay, we have YFII at $500. We have the lever. Okay, lever that liquidated us yesterday, right? It's still dumped, right? I saw somebody made over 600% or 500% in this yesterday. So it's equally a good one. Okay, we have the SEI, okay, equally dumping on the losers list and all of that. All right. One thing you should understand with this newly listed token, okay, when it's pumping, just let it be. All right, let it be and enter at exactly the area where you will not get liquidated. Even if you have to enter, don't enter with a very high leverage, except you are entering on cross margin and then you have enough capital to hold that position. It will definitely dump, all right? And that dump is what you want to take advantage of, which is exactly what you're saying with the cyber, okay, with the SI all of these tokens that were newly listed, all right, they all had their dumps, all right, and that would have given you enough money in the market. But let's look at BNT quickly before we call it a day. Let's look at BNT quickly before we call it a day. All right, so BNT USDT. Let's see if we can trade that. That is for the OKS. Let's take the Bybit stuff. Let's take the one for Bybit, and yeah, okay, the chart is almost the same. So if you are there, okay, BNT is equally newly listed, and then it has its own dump. Okay, we broke that level, and then we came down this level, guys. All right, so for BNT, no trade setup, guys. No trade setup because nothing here, right? Nothing here right now, okay? No trade setup. Even for Friday for the SEI, okay? These are all newly listed trades. So be careful with this, okay? SEI USDT. It can continue to dump, or maybe it will have like a little pump, okay? Yeah, look at that. I was looking at this rejection to the upside. I was thinking maybe it should come back to this level, but it seems that there is a, support here that has become a resistance, okay? Let's say our support somewhere there. Okay, we can use that wick there. So here has become a resistance, and then we rejected from there. And then maybe we'll use down here as our support because we have a lot of wicks here as well, okay? Maybe we use here as our support because we have a lot of wicks down here too. All right. So if you are looking to scalp this, maybe you enter long at 18 cents and then maybe take profit at 21 or 20 cents and all of that. Until we break this level, you should be looking to long this trade to the upside from, anything 21 cent upward should be a long trade up there. All right. But before then, let's see what is the turnover for that particular trade in the past 24 hours. We only have, oh, that's a lot of money. What's this talking about? All the SEI trade about, okay? Yeah, no wonder Bybit was actually promoting this. Guys, be looking to long this trade because we are the turnover for the past 22 hours, 24 hours is around, approximately $230 million. $230 million. That is like, against, let's see, what's that cyber stuff of the thing? Okay, cyber that was equally listed almost the same time with this is around 9.2, 9.8 million and all of that, okay? And why that equally that has more money than YDG, right? So I see, there could be a pump. It means that there are a lot of will in this trade, okay? There could be a pump to the upside. So if you are going to long this trade, please use a very low leverage, okay? Use a low leverage so that you don't get taken out of the market. If you use a low leverage and maybe your liquidation is around maybe 10 or 0.09 cent or thereabout and all of that, it will give you time to stay longer in the market. And if this pump back to $26, okay, or 26 cents, it can be an opportunity to make money. All right. It can be an opportunity to make money. All right. Sorry about that. You were short in, okay, you were long, all right? Right now, where you should be looking for your long would be around, that 17, 18 cent level, right? Let's use that as our support level and then use the low leverage in this, all right? Because this could dump more. Maybe if they see a lot of limit orders here, right? If these big boys that are having this big money in this token see a lot of limit orders, they want to do what? Go grab those liquidities and then come back up and all of that. So you want to do, just like what happened yesterday with that token I traded, right? You see the speed at which that moved. That speed was actually took us out of the market, okay? So that speed was to go grab all the limit orders that are there, all the pending orders, grab them, all the stop losses people have set above, you grab all of those and then later dump, which is what you see right here, okay? That token later dump, and today we are on the losers, okay? Where's that token level, right? Look at it, minus 14%, all right? This is the token that move over plus 20% in just a minute. All right, minus 14%. This would have given you a lot of money too. All right, if you use very low leverage and all of that. Okay, guys. So yeah. That's exactly what we are looking at this morning. I have a lot of things we may not be going, live again today. All right, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having a guest from Bybit. I'll be telling us about different ways you can make money. Okay, there are a lot of opportunities to make money on Bybit currently, which people are not taking advantage of. So I'll be having the Bybit community manager for Bybit Africa. I'll be having Wilson. I'll be having him live on the show tomorrow morning. And then after he might have exposed all of the different ways you can make money on Bybit. As an African, most especially for those of you who are in African countries and all of that, after he must expose all of those ways, then we can go into trading proper. So tomorrow we'll be spending longer in the I think he will be with us for like 10 to 20 minutes, and after that we take, we'll continue our live trading. So yeah, be expecting the guest from Bybit tomorrow. Wilson is the community manager for Bybit Africa, so he's in charge of Africa, right? So tomorrow, come and ask him your questions. I told us that aside trading, there are other ways you can make money, right? People like Wilson are those who are, eating Bybit's money. Don't go and tell him. I hope he's not here, right? So as workers, as stars of Bybit, as community managers and all of that, they pay them a lot of money, and they travel almost everywhere. They travel everywhere, right? So tomorrow he will tell you different ways you can make money with the Bybit exchange and all of that. So make sure that you don't miss the tomorrow's live stream. Same time tomorrow, okay? Yeah, be looking for long when we get here, okay? Support team, okay? Support team be looking for long for SEI, okay? SEI, if we get to 0.183, all right? 0.183. You can enter now and start building your position for SEI, all right? If you enter now, you can start building your position right here for SEI if you want to, but a good entry for long will be at that 0.18, okay, 183 or 182 and all of that. All right, MKR, what is MKR BC? Can you say what is BC, please? Are you speaking English or you are speaking in French? BC MKR Batana. I don't understand what you mean, okay? I'm already done for today, so explain what you mean, okay? I can look at MKR, but until you explain what you're talking about, I can't really say. Are you English speaking or which country are you? MKR USDT. All right, let's look at MKR USDT, guys. Let's look at MKR USDT for support team. Support team. Sorry, bro. MKR coin. Okay, you were speaking in tongue before, all right? Right. So yeah, thank you. Which language is that? Do you mind supporting? Which language is that? Okay, MKR. Look at that. So MKR actually from 1,300 plus. We had that dump here. Guys, look at what we talked about. Trend line. Okay, if you have followed this trend line, look at that. It just quietly came, broke that trend line, had that retest. Okay, came back. Had another retest, came back, and then finally we dumped to that 1,100 level. All right. So MKR is still holding above this our support level currently. Okay, let's look at higher time frame and see what's possible. So I was actually initially when we started looking at MKR, we're looking at this level, all right, this area as our resistance level, right? And then we broke above that resistance level, and currently we are back. So what I should be looking at, let's say we are using that level as our support level, guys. Okay. So yeah, this resistance right now, where we rejected from, will become our support level. So for MKR, you should be looking for a long trade right here. Okay, so what I want to see play out on a lower time frame is that instead of MKR breaking down this way, I want to see it do something like this. Okay, maybe we'll consolidate around here for a while, and then that could be an opportunity to go, take a trade to the upside. So for MKR, I'll be looking for long trade here. Sorry, that should be a long trade setup, not short, right? So for MKR, I'll be looking for a long trade setup from here, but we'll go to the lower time frame and look for that setup. Okay. Lower time frame like the 15 minutes time frame. But if we break below this area, all right, which is why you need to use tight stop loss. If you break below this area, then you can be looking at the 200-day moving average. So if I go to like 15 minutes time frame for MKR, okay, guys, I told you that every of this coin we are looking at right now, they are all at the support level, all right? But even at that support level, it's not a guarantee that you will long, okay? Almost all the trades, I have like 5 different trades that actually, got me out of the market yesterday. All right, I have Cover, I have GMX, I had which other trade again? About 5 of them. Okay, well, it's only one that is playing out right now. It's only one that is playing out right now. I had to reduce my leverage on OP. I had to just enter with just $50, and unfortunately for me, OP is actually playing out, right? But those ones that I was putting heavy money in it all got, closed out and all of that. Okay. So yeah, look at this. This is what I want to play out on the MKR. Okay. You see this rejection we're having here, right? So we continue to have this, and this is why I will be confident of, taking a trade from MKR from here to the upside. Okay. So if you look at that long setup, where is it? Things still very far from here. So let me zoom that out. Okay, yeah, this one. All right, so be looking to take a trade for MK arrow from here, guys. All right, so yeah, for support team, this is what I'm looking at, right? Take a long trade for MKR and then put your stop loss very close. In case we break this level, then your 200-day moving average will be the next level where you should be taking a long trade to the upside, okay? If we break below this level, all right, this resistance level, you see MKR coming down to around $1,035, okay? $1,035 or even lower to $800, $900 and all of that. All right, that is what I personally will be looking at for the MKR trade. All right, that is what I'll be looking at for the MKR trade. Okay, so can you still reduce your leverage while in a trade? Yes, you can if you want to add to your position. Okay, if you want to add to your position while in a trade, yes, you can reduce your leverage if you want to add to your position while in a trade. Okay, but remember, if I enter a trade right now with 20 years leverage, and then I enter that trade with $100, okay, that $100, both the stop losses, the liquidation, the take profit level will be calculated based on that 20x leverage I initially entered the trade with. Even if I go now, what happened is that if I go to my exchange now on that particular pair and I change my leverage to 10, it will equally change and reflect on the ongoing trade. Okay, from 20x leverage, it will change to 10x leverage. But that doesn't mean that the whole calculation will change. Okay, your calculation, your liquidation, everything will still be calculated based on the previous what? 20x leverage, except you add, margin to that position. That is when it will now, like summarize everything and start using your recent trade. So make up your mind from the onset. Don't be changing, swapping leverage up and down. If I enter a trade right now with 5x leverage and that trade is running and I put in $100 in that trade and it's running, if eventually I see that the trade is going in my position and I go ahead and change the leverage to 100x leverage, it will not change the fact that that trade is being calculated based on the 5x leverage. It will only change if I change to 100x leverage and I take another trade, okay, in addition to that one, all right? Remember, the way the exchange works is that if I'm on a long trade and I buy more, it will be added to my previous trade, right? It will be added to my previous trade and then calculate the average entry and all of that. So if you do that, that is when the new leverage you change to will be counting for you. But just swapping, changing leverage will not affect the ongoing trade that you entered with the previous leverage already. Okay, yes. So you can change your leverage while a trade is ongoing. All right, bro. I take long. Yes, long on MKR if you are there already is a good entry right now. Okay, I see a good entry for MKR to the upside. All right, and that all depends on what BTC is currently doing, guys. BTC is recovering 28,600. Okay, so for those of you who have picked trades for BTC and all of that, 28,600, yeah, BTC is still recovering and all of that. Okay, but be mindful that BTC may go to 28,000 or maybe 28,100 and all of that. But if this comes back and reclaim this level of 29,500 and all of that, then we are taking it up and up and up. All right. So yeah, BTC, pay attention to BTC, and this will determine what every other token in the market will do. All right, guys. So do me a favor by smashing that like button. Okay. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We do this every day. And hopefully, okay, for those of you who have participated in the ongoing buy bid trading competition, some of us have been taking art, a long time ago. And because right now my PNL is showing minus how many percent and all of that, okay? Yeah, so it has not been going very well. But those of you who have been making profit consistently, congrats to you. You'll be part of those who will be sharing the $8 million that Bybit is giving out, all right? So thank you guys. But my concern is the Lamborghini. Lamborghini giveaway will be next week. That is 24th of August. I want to win that Lamborghini, guys. Okay. Be ready, be warming up to celebrate with me when I win the Lamborghini, right? Right, so I want to be the one to win the Lamborghini, guys. Okay, that is it for today. If there is no other question, we'll call it a day, guys. I will not be chance to go live in the afternoon. Okay, I have other activities to take care of. Hopefully tomorrow we can do trade all day, but today I'm somehow engaged somewhere. Okay. All right. So make sure you look at all the trades we have looked at. Okay. BNB, BTC, Ethereum. We look at the AKRO. We look at, all of these tokens we've looked at. All right. On the Bybit exchange, go ahead and look at all of these tokens we've looked at. These ones that are aside, this newly listed coin. Okay. Those ones that are on the losers list. We have Lena, we have the UNFI, we have Bake, okay, we have Blow. Remember, Blow is equally a volatile trade as well. So these are CVC, okay. All of Bitcoin Cash as well. We look at Bitcoin Cash as well, okay. STMX, these are trades you should be looking, okay. Combo and all of that, okay. Shiba Inu and the rest. Look at this trade. We looked at all of them and see how you can trade this, okay, and see how you can trade this on the bro, make pattern in MKR. I think in 15 minutes. Yes, on lower time frame, you see all of those, all those patterns playing out and all of that. So yeah, guys, pay attention to all of these tokens and see the ones you can actually trade to the upside, guys. See the ones you can actually take to the upside. And OXT was another trade I looked at yesterday, right? Let me see if that open. OXT, let's see where that trade is. Did we pump or had a dump? Let me see. OXT was where? I think yesterday it was minus how many percent or thereabouts. So let me see what that token did. Okay, yeah, we are still dumping. It's equally newly listed. It was listed a few days ago, like a week ago. So it's still dumping. You should be looking. OST, if I look go back to the market, let me see how much is in that. I think it's around 7 million or thereabout. Okay. So you should equally be looking at OXT. Yeah, 4 million plus, okay, 4.4 million and thereabout, okay. If you want to short this trade, if you want to long this trade, go ahead and do that as well. All right, guys. So smash that like button. All right, we call it a day here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, make sure you come prepared tomorrow. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you don't have a Bybit account, guys, use the first link there to sign up for a Bybit account, and I'll see you guys tomorrow during the live show. Bye-bye and have a profitable day, okay? Remember, we are going into the weekend. BTC may decide to go back down to 28,000, all right? Or decide to pump above 29,000 and all of that. We don't know, but, always enter your trade with tight stop loss, all right? I know why I'm saying this. I keep repeating this. If you don't do that, yesterday it was, here you saw that I was liquidated and I lost, almost $100 instantly within less than a minute. All right, I got liquidated. And what's the reason for that? Because I didn't use stop loss. So whenever you don't use stop loss, liquidation becomes your portion. And if you want to manage your trades, okay, always use stop loss. And somebody will ask, whenever I use stop loss, I always hit my stop loss. Well, what you can do is reduce your leverage and then put your stop loss further. All right, put your stop loss further. Don't put it very close. When you use very high leverage and you're putting your stop loss close, it can easily hit your stop loss and still go in your profit and still go in your favor. Okay, so what you want to do is use lower leverage and then put stop loss. You can use like a minus 5%, and all of that, and stay longer in the market. Okay, and all of that. All right. Remember always to buy at the support and sell at the resistance. Thank you all for being here with me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.